Well, Sláinte and howdy do, buckaroos. How the heck are ya? Happy New Year. My first cocktail of the new year. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. I've got the Wheel Horse Rye, 101 proof, straight rye, made in Owensboro, Kentucky. Let me show you that bottle. Stuff is very good. Decided to go with my version of an old fashioned here, the Whiskey Whisperer old fashioned, if you will. So I've got 3 ounces of the whiskey. I've got 1 ounce of some homemade tarragon infused simple syrup, some black walnut bitters for aromatics. The only thing I didn't do with this one that I have been doing with a lot of cocktails lately is using a cinnamon stick as a swizzle stick. We left that out of this one. But I have noticed the longer that syrup is set, the more you can really feel those tarragon notes. Mercy, Percy. Oh, that's good. I hope everybody got through New Year's Eve all right. We stayed put. We didn't get out at all. We got out the day before. Goodness, where am I? Right there. Right there. Well, I move in one spot and then I block. There we go. If I could stay with that right there, it's perfect. I can't get that right, man. Keep going in and out. I don't know, man. Anyway. What do you do? I need a new lighting director. I need a new lighting director, man. There we go. If I keep my head like that, it's perfect. Anyway, so we got out the day before. Went out to Pittsburg, Kansas, which is about an hour and a half from Springfield, where I visited Jolly Fox Brewing, and then we took a drive. About 15, 20 minutes from there was the Keltoy Winery, where we packed our own little picnic lunch and had some wine and relaxed, and that was a lot of fun too. And then we went to, from there, but again, about 15, 20 minutes is Beard Engine Brewing. So we visited them, picked up a few things. So we stayed home yesterday, just had some snack foods mostly all day. I had some meats and cheeses and some cheese curds. Kept it rather simple. And then today for New Year's, we did some homemade pizzas. This cheese pizza is actually just kept it simple today. For my wife, she's not quite as cheesy as I am. I'm the cheesy one. It was a mozzarella provolone blend along with some shaved Parmesan with a tomato cream sauce. Both of them I used a tomato cream sauce. And then on mine, I the shaved Parmesan, and I used feta, some shaved Parmesan and feta, and then smoked provolone. Not the provolone that you buy in the stores that say smoke flavoring added. No, this was an actual smoked provolone. I do like the little bit of tarragon's coming through, man. Now, you may notice I'm serving this straight up, which means I've got it chilled without any ice. Most places will serve an old fashioned on the rocks, or typically on the rock. The good places will use one big square cube. Uh, but I do prefer the drink straight up, which means I put a good chill on it, but I'm not leaving any residual ice. I don't want it to get watered down. I like a drink. I like a good drink, man. I like a good drink, man. So I recently added StreamYard, so I'm still trying to figure it out. I haven't quite got there, but as I played around doing several videos yesterday, I kept learning a little something every time. But there's a couple things I still haven't figured out, so I might have to ask a friend that has StreamYard, because I've looked at some of the tutorials. I'm still not figuring a couple things out. Yeah, I'm still not there, man. I do like the ability to share to several platforms instead of doing you do one live video and send it out to 3 different spots. So I like that. I need to figure out a few other things so I can promote them a little better. Well, these are obviously I didn't get Premiere until yesterday, so all the videos were kind of off the cuff. So, but I do want to start doing kind of a regular show, if you will, kind of more like a podcast format. And I think if my work schedule doesn't change, I think I'll start doing them on Thursdays, except for this particular week. I may do one on Friday because I'll have to work this Friday because I'm off tomorrow. And that first week back after vacation it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one, man. I'm telling you. I do get one day to go in and get everything organized. So I've got, I'll go in Tuesday before I can get the deliveries out and go in and get things organized. But it's going to be a case where everybody needs a delivery, and I'm one guy with one day. So not everybody's going to get the delivery that they want or need that first day, no matter how bad they think they need it, because everybody needs it. I'm just one old guy. I'm a one-man department. Anyway, I'm going to elaborate more on that. Not going to do that again. Every time I say something, I seem to get in trouble. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But the vacation did seem to go fast, though. Had a lot of days, man. I've been off since the 23rd. A lot of days, man. This doesn't seem like it. We got through Christmas. Then we had our granddaughter for a couple days. That was a lot of fun. Then we took a drive out to Amish country in our neck of the woods. It's just a little bit over an hour from here. There's a little Mennonite / Amish store, which carry all those good, Amish brands. But they also have a lot of discount grocery stuff in there. So we loaded up on quite a few things. That we've been eating on since Wednesday. Yeah, a lot of food, man. Uh, and then Friday, like I said, we took a drive out to Pittsburg, Kansas. It seems like it's farther, but it's not. It's only an hour and a half. I don't know. I should be able to get out there more often, but we had planned on going out there for Black Friday, but there were other circumstances involved where we decided we better not make that long drive. Took a shorter drive that particular day. But we first discovered Pittsburgh back in May. We took a drive out there for our birthdays. Um, they got a little place in Galena. I found this neat little kind of a pharmacy / old style soda fountain, that was kind of fun. Went to Radiator Springs. They've got kind of a remake of Radiator Springs there. It's kind of nice. But it was where I found Jolly Fox for the first time, and that was very enjoyable. And then we went to a good store. We found Keltoy for the first time and Beard Engine. So, but my wife really enjoyed the wine tasting so much that we started looking at other things. We ended up when we checked out of there after 2 nights, we decided to take before we came home. Oh, my nose is itching. Before we came home, we decided to go to take a drive to St. James, Missouri. So we visited St. James Winery. I didn't realize at the time, though, how many wineries were that close. Because, I mean, Merrimack's right next door. I don't know how we missed that, didn't visit them that day, but we didn't. But yeah, we went there. Then I went next door to Public House. And then on our way home, we stopped at a German restaurant there in right at Fort Leonard Wood, I guess. And that was excellent. Then in September, we decided to explore the St. James area more. We went back, we found Peaceful Bend Winery in Steelville. I believe it's Leesburg, has Belmont. And we were staying at a little place, a little cabin, if you will, in in St. James. But about a mile from where we stayed was the St. James Winery and Merrimack. So we actually, the first night we were there, we had dinner at Merrimack, and it was very good. And then the second day, we discovered Prairie Barn Winery, which is about a mile up the road, maybe 2 miles from where we were staying. I know it was close, but it was a straight shot. It was on the same road. Well, as straight as roads are there, but yeah, it's on the same road. Uh, so that's kind of what we've been doing. That kind of recaps the year. We hit 5 wineries in 2 days for our anniversary. And then also, I guess it was right around Black Friday, we took a drive up to Branson and visited, oh gosh, what was it over that winery? We did Ozark Hills, and I'm drawing a blank on the other one. Oh, Lindvadel Winery. Yeah, there it is. I like Lindvadel better than my wife did, but it wasn't our favorite of all the wineries we visited, let's just say. Ozark Hills was nice. I don't know if we'll do that one again either. But it was nice. It was kind of fun. A little change of pace. But it is Branson, right? Branson is very, touristy. So yeah, you're gonna pay for everything a little bit more in Branson than you might somewhere else. Everything's just a little bit higher than it ought to be. Which gets me to the end of my cocktail here, as I wanted to have one cocktail as we ring in the new year together. One old fashioned with you. I am Tom, the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom. Yeah. Oh, mercy. That is a good cocktail. I like playing around with simple syrups, adding different things. I've had various herbs over the years. It did thyme. In the past, I've made the simple syrup a star anise or anise, but I like the tarragon because it gives you that anise-like flavor and aroma. It's just a little more subtle. Or it doesn't hit you quite as hard, but you do feel that a little bit. Just adds a little bit something to the simple syrup. But in the past, I've added lemon zest as well and orange zest, various things to kind of up the aromatics. Anyway, I digress. With one more time, I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor was man. All right, good guy. Let's launch you.